Hold up. Hold up.
Fuck that shit, real niggas get petty. Why the fuck he ain't in the feds already? And why the motherfucker ain't dead already? And why he run through his fucking bread already? I'm the motherfucking man, nigga, all these hoes know it. I ain't with the game, nigga, all my foes know it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. You're back in the house with Losi Fix It. Today, I brought the Losi promo back out. You know, before I start everything off, I'm gonna do it like I normally do. I want to give a thanks for everybody that comes back to watch my videos. If you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button. You know, come back for more. You know, so let's get into this one. Okay, so I brought the bike back out today because when I did the last video, I took it out the box. You know, I pretty much just, you know, I was so excited when I got the bike and I was just running it. You know, I just ran through the video, told you what was in the box, you know what I'm saying? I ain't give no details on how to actually run the car, how to get it started. You know, they give you your quick start guide, you know, so this is what I'm gonna go through today with you guys, the quick start guide. So I got it up on a stand. I got both stands here. If you see, I'm gonna show you I'll probably show you the use of both of them, what I would use them for. So we're gonna start off with the quick guide. I'm gonna go through everything in the guidebook, you know, just in case if you don't understand what you're going through with your guidebook. So first step one, your transmitter. You have to get power to your transmitter. So it comes with 4 batteries. So put your batteries in your transmitter to get your transmitter powered up. That's step one. Don't turn it on yet because we still don't have power in the bike. So you have to get power in the bike. Give me 1 second. Okay, so to get power in the bike, you take this back piece here on the back of behind your seat, you flip that up. You'll see that you have a clip inside the back. There's a little rubber that holds the clip, that holds onto the clip. You pull the rubber, that clip comes out. And then there is a piece that flips down. You could take your muffler and push the muffler down and that flips down. You take your battery and you put your wire on the same side as the muffler and you slide it into that slot. First off, if you got them without the battery, you gotta look up what battery you need. I got a 2S 5200 mAh. It's a 50C 7.4 voltage. That's the one I got. I got the Z batteries. These Z batteries do work. They is good. They're not as bad as what people say that they is. If you saw any bad reviews on them, I haven't experienced any of the bad that people say about them. But anyway, let's go on. You'll put your battery in. Your power wire will be on the same side as the muffler. You slide your battery inside there. Before you push this clip up, take your wire. There is a little slot on the side of the muffler. And you put your battery to face out in that muffler area. This little wire right here, people is having a problem with that little secondary wire you have on your battery. What you do is you stick only the big part inside of where the muffler, inside the muffler where you put your wire. You only stick that part inside there and you push her up. Your battery is secure. That little piece is inside there with your battery. You take your clip and you push your clip back through. And that is your battery in. Now, your power port to plug your battery in. Let me get the bike. Trying to get it to where you can see it. The power port to plug your battery is right behind that muffler. If you can see that there, it's right here. That's your power port. And you slide your battery inside there. Now you have power to your transmitter, you have power to your bike. So the next step is, after they tell you how to put all your power to everything, they tell you to turn the power on. It tells you to stop. Stop for a second, and after your power is on your remote, first you turn on your transmitter, then you turn on your bike. But they tell you to turn your bike on with it upright. Do not turn your bike on holding it in your hand, because if there's any movement in the car, what's gonna happen? You see the transmitter is on, it's blinking, it's trying to find anything that it could link up to, it's trying to find the bike. So when you turn on the bike, if you holding it upright and you're not getting a good, balance out of it, it's not gonna, it's not gonna give you a good, so turn that off. It's not gonna give you a good connection. So they tell you, you can use this stand or you can use this stand. When I'm out, this stand do not leave the house. This stand stays in the house. This is just how I set my bike up when I'm inside the house. This stand is what I take out. So what I do is, I put it in this stand so that the bike will be held upright and it's not moving when its transmitter is trying to locate the bike, trying to get a good connection with the bike. So you turn on your transmitter, then it's sitting upright. You can either have it like this, or you can have it laid down on the floor like this. It don't matter which one you use. I prefer to have it standing upright on the mount instead of laying down on the floor. It's the same thing, it's no difference. Don't get me wrong, it's no difference. And I turn on my bike. Okay, so once the bike is on, wait 5 seconds. Okay, that tells you that the bike and the controller is linked together. Check your steering, make sure everything is running. Oops, sorry about that. So I'm gonna change it from this to this stand because I wanna run the bike on a stand. Okay, so check to make sure everything is running, make sure everything is moving. The next setup is turn on your flywheel. Now when you turn on your flywheel, you will hear this, and it's winding up and it's building itself up. Right now it says wait for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. If you can wait a little bit more, make sure that it's 100% at the same peak level. See, it's still building. Still building. And I think that's it. You see how it's at a steady ring? It's not building up anymore. It's at a steady ring. Now your car is ready to run. Now your bike, sorry, not your car. Now your bike is ready to run. So, to set up your controller, before you push your bike anywhere, next thing you have to do, it's best to do this while you're inside of the house before you leave out, because you're going to be so excited to run your car, you ain't going to think of all of the steps that you got to go through to set up your car and your transmitter. So the next thing is telling you, okay, first you pull the trigger, you pull the throttle for the bike to go. You push the throttle for brake. There is no reverse. There's only drive and stop. It's not a RC car, it's a RC bike. It's only drive and stop. Now, when you turn in your steering wheel, when you holding your remote, some people may learn this from their cars. If this is your first RC experience, you'll be learning it from this. But if you ever rode a bike, a motorcycle before, they have this saying that your dirt bike or your street bike is smarter than you. You think that you're running a bike, but the bike is really running you. So they say when you're making a turn, look at your steering wheel sometimes. You may think that because you're making a left turn, your steering is actually turning left, but it's not. Your steering turns right, and you lean the bike left to make your left turn. Some people don't notice it. Some people may go a lifetime of riding a motorcycle and never notice this. But this is what they're showing you here. So if you turn your steering wheel to the right, the steering wheel, your bike is turning left. You turn it left, the bike is turning right. The front wheel is turning right. All right, so now let's move on to the next one. You have your MSSXO, right? And this is what turns your steering wheel. This is what gives your car more. When you get the car, it's automatically going to be sitting straight up in the air. That's this last lever on here. It's going to be sitting straight up. So what this does is when you riding a bike and you don't really know the bike like that, you don't really, know how to turn it and everything, you're just learning it, you leave it in the middle so that when you turn in, it won't lean as far. It will lean a little bit. It will be a little bit harder to make you will have to make all wide turns. You will have to be in a big open field to make all wide turns. But if you, let's say you're living in a city and you only have streets to run up and down, you will have to turn it up more so you get more lean out of the bike and you can make a sharper turn. It's not going to be like RC where you can hit the brakes and it's ski. It's not going to do that. When you hit the brakes, it's just like a motorcycle. When you hit the brake, it's sliding forward. Whether you turn the wheel or not, it's going to slide forward. If you turn the wheel and it do turn a little bit, it's going to slide on its side. The back wheels is going to kick out from underneath the bottom and it's going to slide on its side. So you don't want to ride your bike like that. You're going to destroy your man. You're going to scuff up his clothing. So what you want to do is come to almost a complete stop. Make your turn. Once it hits these balance wheels, so once you make your turn, once it hit these balance wheels, you do not want to stop the bike. Don't hit the brake, because what's going to happen is he's going to go up like this. Your back wheel is going to be in the air. You're not going to get any traction to move. So what you want to do, once it hit these little side wheels, once it hit that, you want to give it slight throttle so that she can keep traveling while you're trying to make your turns. That's how you make a proper turn on a city street. And you just riding up and down your street, that's how you make a proper turn. Oh, okay, so we done went through everything else on the controller. Is just like your RC, where you could balance the front brake to tell how much power you're going to get out of the brake. The sub trim is whatever else you add on to your trim. Is a wire in the front here underneath. Once you take off the casing, there's a wire in there that you could add something else to it. That's your sub trim. Your front brake trim. So your front brake travel is how long it would take for you to brake your front brakes. Your front brake trim, I guess that's to level it out, to tighten it up or to loosen it up as you riding. So if you start off your car and you feel it's rubbing your brake a little bit, you take your trim down a little bit so it'll give less rub on your brake, just in case your brakes are too tight and you don't know how to adjust them. Up here you have your flywheel, you have your percentage of what you riding the bike, and then you have your reverse and your neutral, your steering. So if you turn in, like I was telling you, it's turning opposite. You could turn it where it's turning straight. So if you don't know how to run the car coming towards you, you could put it opposite, and when it's coming towards you, it'll run as if it's going away from you. Some people don't have that, in their head where the car's coming towards them. The bike is coming towards them. They'll do everything opposite, and they can't comprehend on how to switch up their mind to the car going away from them and the car coming forward. So if you cannot do that, when the car going away from you, you leave it on neutral. If when it's coming towards you, you switch it to reverse, and it'll work just how your mind will want it to work. Just remember to just keep switching it back and forth. It's kind of kind of a lot to do when you riding the bike, you know, but it's safer. You won't crash your bike if you remember to do that. Okay, so last but not least, the most important thing of running your bike. You have to have it in a correct mode. Running your bike, the damage that you can cause by running your bike. Let me tell you the modes before I tell you any damage on it, right? So your modes is set up on this side button right here, the A button. You got the A on the top, B on the bottom. The A is just to go up in your modes. The B is to go down in your modes. So your first mode, it will have 1 beat. That's your first mode, 1 beat. The 1 beat, that means you're gonna be on the dirt. You riding your bike on the dirt. You in the dirt, you in the gravel, you in anything off street. Anything that's not on the street, that's not on pavement, that's not on concrete, that's not on the blacktop. That's your first mode, the 1 beat. The 2 beats, that means you're on the street. You're on straight gravel. I mean, you're on straight land, straight pavement, concrete, blacktop, however you want to call it. That means you're running it on the street. You're going straight level as 1 level. You're running it, just running it, right? That's 2 beats. 3 beats is your wheelie mode. Your wheelie mode, the bike will, when you give it good throttle, the bike will go up and it will stay up until as much the bike cannot, it's reached its max speed, and then it'll come down and it'll ride out straight at its max speed. That's your 3 modes. Now, the wheelie mode, you could do wheelie mode on the concrete, you could do it in the dirt. The wheelie mode is, you know, wherever you want to wheelie at, wherever you want to do your wheelie mode, you can do your wheelie mode there. But the difference between the street mode and the dirt mode, the street mode, it gives it a less punch when you take off with the bike. So it's basically if you got your RC and you know about your pinion gears. You know, the smaller your pinion gear, the bigger punch you have. The bigger your pinion gear, the max speed you have. Right? That's basically like this with street and dirt mode. The street mode, you'll get less punch, but you'll get a more max speed. The dirt mode, you'll get a more punch, and it'll probably be almost the same max speed, but you won't get that far to notice the max speed, because on a dirt mode, if you're riding on a dirt mode and you're in the street, when you take off, the bike is gonna pick up. It might flip upside down. You're not gonna get good traction. You're not gonna get a good takeoff on street when you're riding in the street on dirt mode. You're gonna destroy your car. She's gonna pick up and flip upside down. If she get up and you try to control it, she's gonna start doing the wobble thing, trying to hold her balance in the air. It's not going to be pretty. You're not going to like it. So do not run dirt mode on the street. The street mode on the dirt is just going to run slower. It's not going to be exciting to you. So, you know, it's no harm running a street mode on the dirt. But there is harm running a dirt mode in the street. That's all the go-throughs on how to run the bike, how to set it up, how to get your remote, your transmitter and your bike, you know, programmed together to run your bike. Then you're ready to take your bike out. Now when you take your bike out, you're running her. Now you're done with your bike and you want to shut it down. So first thing you do not cut your bike off. Do not hit the power button on your bike. Do not shut your bike off. Leave the bike and leave it running. It's going to be making this noise. Leave it running. What you do is you turn off your flywheel. When you turn your flywheel off, you hear everything going back down now. Now, when it's going down, make sure it's going down 100% to where you don't hear nothing coming out of there, no sound coming out of your bike, but the fan is running. That's it. If you turn it off before, this will take about 5 to 10 minutes to actually go all the way down, because it's trying to do it on its own without the controller lowering it down. So you want to make sure that it's completely off. You don't hear no ringing. Only thing you hear is your fan going. Somewhat like that. You don't hear nothing. First thing you do, turn off your bike. Your remote comes on last. It comes on first and it goes off last. Now you turn off your bike. Your bike is completely off. Your controller is going to make that noise looking for your bike. Turn your controller off. And that is the complete how to quickly set up your bike, this quick start guide to your bike to set it up. If you got RCs, you always know to take your batteries out. I didn't really think I had to say that inside of the video to take your battery out, but yes, you take your battery out. You know, it don't harm anything. It just run your battery. Your battery will be dead. Most likely it'll be dead or halfway dead the next time you go run your car. If it's sitting up with the battery plugged in for hours or a day or two, whatever it may be. The longer it sits with the battery in, the more power it's going to take from the battery slowly, a little bit and slowly, but it will take power from the battery. That's why you don't leave your battery plugged in. I don't think it does any damage to the ESC or the motor. Not to my knowledge, you know. All right, man, so that's the quick setup. I mean, this quick start guide. Now, if you got this bike and you already was running your bike, if there's anything in this that you did not know that, you know, actually enlightened your knowledge, you know, gave you a little bit more knowledge on the bike, you know, that's a plus. If you looking to get this bike and you're just looking up, you know, different videos on how people running the bike and, you know, how to set it up and everything, you know, if you got this far to look to see how to set the bike up, you already got it. You already got your money, or you saving up your money to get it, and you're just looking on, you know, how to run the bike, how to, you know, keep everything in order, how to set your bike up from the beginning. You know, this one is for you. If you're just looking up on the bike and you're just curious, should you buy it or not? If you got RCs, man, buy this joint. If you into RCs, buy this bike. This bike is for you. This bike is for anybody that likes RCs. Even if you don't like speed, you just like just going out and playing with your RC. If you like speed, you can get this in. I don't know how they making these things faster. I didn't look into it. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade mine to make it any faster. The most I might do is give me some new tires. You know, if I change the sticker, I don't think I'm changing the sticker because I already put my number up there. I might get him a new outfit. You know, I'm gonna look for a quad top for one of my buggies, and get another one of these guys to go on my quad top so that he could have, you know, I could have two of them to run outside, you know, look like they racing the dirt bike in a quad. You know, that's gonna look fun. It's gonna look fire to me. But I'm gonna call this one a wrap. You know, come back for more. Like, share, subscribe. Next time, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yo, son, I'm trying to watch this movie. Yo, Johnny, shut the fuck. 98. It's ours. Hey yo, regardless of rain or snow, sleet or hail, I kick street tails, choking niggas like I'm Spreewell. Golden State, holding your fate in the palm of my hand, blow you away like it's part of the plan. I gotta call it like I see it.